I don't think I've ever seen a sunrise like that. It was amazing. Hello guys, how's it going? Andy here, Ken Survival. It's been a little while, a few weeks now, but back out for another camp. Just trekked in through the kind of marshes of North Kent here. It's a bit of a trek in this heat. I waited till quite late to leave because I didn't want to be walking around in the midday sun, but it was still quite hot. Thankfully there was a bit of a breeze because it's all flatlands here, and come down to this spot that a friend told me about. He camped here a few weeks ago. Barney, you've seen him on the channel before, and who would have thought it? An idyllic little beach on the Thames, not too far from other places I've camped fairly recently. Cliff further down the river there, further up you've got kind of grain and that as well. But yeah, it's a lovely little spot. I've got I don't know, a bit more than an hour of sun left to kind of set up and everything. There's some washed up dead wood here and there, some driftwood. May have a little fire, but it's just such a peaceful spot. You can see cranes flying around, and the river seems quiet at the moment. We've got the London Gateway port opposite over there. Even that seems quiet at the moment. Let's see if that lasts the night. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Went up to the camp last week to film that little video of me telling the story of who fought. If you've not seen that, check it out. Probably give you a chuckle. But yeah, got up there and it just felt right. It felt like I'd been gone too long doing around the country and that. So I'm quite looking forward to kind of September, cooler temperatures, getting back in the woodland. Really appreciating a campfire, but you know, in the summer I like to try and get out and about, new spots, get to them places that aren't so pleasant in the winter. So I'm going to chill for a minute and then I'm going to set up somewhere. Not too sure where. Not sure where the tide comes up to, so I'll have to kind of look around. The grass I'm on right now is pretty safe, but it will become boggy. There's lots of little channels in it, and it wouldn't be too comfortable to camp on. Looking at the beach here, and it looks like the cattle from the nearby fields can get down here. I thought they were behind waterways and fences. It's a very nice spot here, just off of the beach. I just had a look on my phone, and the tide was at high tide an hour or so ago, and I can see the wet line on the beach there, so I think I'm relatively safe here from getting wet, although I have thought that before. But I'd hear it, and I'd be able to get off the beach pretty quick if I needed to. It's not very big, it's high ground just there. Yeah, so I think I'm going to set up here. I've got the Hex Peak with me today. opening up onto the river. See these glorious views in the morning. Put an extra guy rope on the other side because that's where the wind's hitting from. But other than that, pretty standard. Serves me well, this one. Thermarest Neo Air with me. Used this on Hoo Island at the fall. It's the first time I've really enjoyed using it in a bivvy bag, which I nearly brought today actually. So I think the problem I was having with it was just that there's too much room in here and I was kind of rolling off of it. So we'll find out tonight. Brought this new pack with me today to try out. It's a Caramel Bobcat. It's a 65 litre bag. It's a bit of a bigger version of the one I took on Dartmoor recently. That one was 45. This one I wanted to bring a few extras tonight and wanted to give this a go because I've only just got it really. Really good price. These Caramel bags, they're pretty good for the money. I mean, I paid £36 for this. That's not bad. It's got some nice straps, all adjustable, got the padding on it and everything. It's very nice. I mean, I'm not going to be taking this into the woodland on them kind of bushcrafty camps, but I like it. You've got a separate area for your kit down there, for your kind of shelter system, and you can even open it up inside and have the whole thing, side pockets and everything. I'm liking it. I thought I'd show you how the tent is in relation to the water, or the water line at least. It's starting to recede quite a lot now. So I think I'm safe where I am. There's tufts of grass there, so we should be good. So the fire's going, we're all set up, sun's gone down, I think it's time for a beer. Now this one, Life and Death, I have had it before, Vocation Brewery. This was given to me along with a couple of others by Tom from Tom Outdoors. So this one's for you, Tom, thank you very much. Hope you've recovered from our Who Fought trip. It was a mad one. If you've not seen that video, go watch it. It's quite entertaining, I think. I wish I got more footage of the actual adventure itself, but we worked so hard. Ooh. It's quite a strong flavour with that, 6.5%. Nice one to start off with. Got something interesting to try later on, something I've never drunk before, so we'll get that out in a bit. I think I've got enough fire to see me through. Don't really need one, not for heat, but it being a solo, it's nice for the company. I'm loving this location though, it's very peaceful. Hear the odd sheep from back there somewhere. Can even hear the odd noise coming over from Essex over there, Canvey Island over there. Saw some blue flashing lights earlier. That's Essex. Time for a chill. It's been one of them weeks. This heat. So hard to work in, especially when you're out in it, doing quite physical work. It's easy to forget how much history got on your doorstep pretty much everywhere in the UK, especially around here, southeast. So much history with this being kind of the gateway to the country. As I said before, you've got Cliff Fort just down there, where I've camped kind of in the shadow of before. A bit beyond that you've got Sean Mead Fort. Opposite, just over there, you've got Coalhouse Fort. That was used in Batman Begins. I think I said that before. It's doubles as a jowl in the Himalayas or something that Batman goes to, Bruce Wayne. Further around that way, you've got Grain Fort, where me and Tom spent the night. It's just all round. Just behind me and over there, you've got a gigantic installation that was a gunpowder factory. Yeah, it's a massive site. Been to it before and kind of filmed it and that. It's loads of different buildings. I know that a few people lost their lives there with an explosion. We've got all these different buildings kind of separated so that it's self-contained if something does go wrong. So I guess more lives could have been lost there. I might have a little beach comb tomorrow and see what I can find. You can usually do a lot of mudlarking along here. Find loads down by Cliff Fort, so many clay pipes and things like that. We did on Who Island, spending the night there, we found loads, just clay pipes, pottery, so many oyster shells and stuff. Just like in London, oysters used to be the food of the poor, so they used to eat them and throw them in the river. Same with the clay pipes, they were pretty much disposable. They'd have their smoke and just break them in half, throw them in the river. There's millions of them. You can usually age them by the size as well. The smaller they are, the older they generally are because the price of tobacco is higher. Pretty interesting stuff. Thinking of doing a video kind of encompassing the defensive history of Kent, going back to kind of Roman times. The Romans landed here and fortified, kind of named the county, so to speak, based on, I believe, the word for coastal. So yeah, there's a lot of history around here. Just on my mind as I'm staring out at the Thames here. very nice evening. Temperature's brilliant. It's a light breeze, which is perfect. Had to move away from the fire a little bit. I guess I should cook some dinner soon. Oh, if you didn't watch the last video, I do have merchandising available now. So if that's something that interests you, check out kentsurvival.com. Got t-shirts, hip flasks, patches, stickers, it's all on there. Although I've got the campfire today, I brought my gas stove for cooking. I didn't know what the driftwood situation would be like, so I wanted to be sure. I've just got this titanium cup, or titanium cup set from Tom's Shoe. It's got this 750ml cup, nice case, and a smaller normal size cup as well. And they both come in their cases, and it comes with a titanium kind of spork as well, a folding spork, which is pretty cool. Saw that on Rickle's Outdoor channel. And it was about £25, something like that. Wasn't much at all. I'm recreating the dinner I had with Simon Bloke in the Woods on our canoe trip. Doing some pasta, sausage and sauce. Getting sand on everything here. Nice lid for that. Well, my pasta's done now. You can see the makeshift windbreak I've kind of made here. So I'm just going to take this off. It's got the PAL handle on it as well, which is pretty handy. It's got draining holes in the lid there as well. Got some sort of shelf-stable sausage, smoked sausage. And new purchase, another new purchase, is my Opinel. Been camping with a couple of people now that have had Opinels, and I'm finding they've been really handy as kind of kitchen knives. I never liked the kind of style in the past, but as a kitchen knife, they're very good. They're very thin, sharp blade. So let's cut this into chunks. Stick it in with the pasta there. It's pre-cooked, so only needs warming through. I didn't really want to bring out fresh meat on this camp with the weather how it's been. I've only got a tiny cool bag, and of course the beers had to go in that. So as I said, this is exactly like I had camping on the canoe trip recently. There we have it, nice simple one pot meal. It's a good one this. Got your carbs and your protein, and even your vegetables there with your tomato sauce. I like this meal for camping, it's a good one. When I haven't got a big campfire and all Dutch ovens and stuff anyway. Well, here we go. This is my after dinner treat. It's Harvest Gold mead. Never had mead before, and I think it's time to rectify that. This is quite well travelled. It came over to Ireland with us and back. Was in no mood to be drinking that evening. Oh, there we go. Well, it's definitely got a honey smell to it. Bottoms up. That's interesting. Was it 13%? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think I could drink a lot. It's very honey-like. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that honey-y. It's almost medicinal. Oh, it's pretty good when you got a cold. Well, that's what we got, so it's what we're drinking. Good morning. In all my days as doing wild camping and exploration and photography, I don't think I've ever seen a sunrise like that. It was amazing. It's a culmination of everything at the same time. You had the sun coming up, nice clear skies, you had the tide coming in, and over the back there on the lowlands you had all of the mist roll in. Just a combination of all them things. Plus the peace and quiet and the odd bird, the geese flying by. Absolutely beautiful. The tide here, just as it's coming in, it really speeds up as well. You can really hear it coming in. It does that at a couple of points where it must kind of level out. I'm really glad I got up for that. It may be early, but I'm glad I caught that. One of the best things I've ever seen. I was pointing the camera one way, I was looking at another thing, running over to that. Kept thinking the moment was going to end, the mist was going to lift and the sun was going to be too high. Made a few finds on the beach here. It's not the best for kind of mud larking, but it's a few bits and pieces. Just so I'm not a liar, there is clay pipe someone's disposed of. Bones is something you find a lot of. And various bits of pottery as well. Don't know how old they are. I know I'll get at least one comment about tomato ketchup. Breakfast is served. It's been a good little camp this. Really glad I decided to come out in the end. Just been putting it off because of this weather, and it was a bit of a trek in. Yeah, it was quite hot, but I got here, sun was still up. I got the most glorious sunrise I think I've ever seen. Just goes to show you don't have to travel far to see some amazing sights, take in some history, have a mini break, recharges you. That's the fire pit cleaned up, and I've got my camp towel, so I'm just drying out the condensation from the inside of the tent there before I leave. But it's okay, I can sit here and enjoy the peace and the view. Well, thanks for joining me on this overnighter. Really enjoyed this one. If you've enjoyed it too, and you're new to the channel, check out some of my other videos. I'll stick some up at the end of this one. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.